In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Excuse my voice tonight. I'm still getting over the sickness, and hopefully you can hang in there tonight. And joining me is Matt from Galaxy Games 843 with
What's
a
up,
lot
guys?
better voice than I
I
have.
still got the normal voice tonight. Yeah, for sure.
So I may have some coughs here and there, and I apologize, but I haven't had a voice for like 4 days. So you were sending me a message today. You're like, when's your videos coming out? And I'm like, I couldn't even record a video if I wanted to the past 4 days. So it finally came back this morning. I feel like I'm going through puberty all over again. My voice sounds so ridiculous. So I apologize, and it may go up and down and everything else. But welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Thank you guys for joining us. We've already got almost 15 people, actually 22 people in here already.
Wow. Hey, guys.
Awesome. Right at the bell. Very cool. Lot of exciting stuff going on. Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Happy 2024. Hopefully
And
you guys all had a good holiday.
You know what's great is that all of us talk. We have our own little group in the Discord that we talk, and you and me and Eli and Cody and David and all of us, and we pretty much, almost every day, 4 or 5 times a day, we're talking about what's going on and what's happening. And the vibe on the Discord has changed. It's a new year.
Yes.
Super positive. All of us really feel like we're gonna have an amazing year. You've got some great stories to tell of what's been going on with you this week. David's out servicing a bunch of machines, so he may not join us tonight. He said he was going to try with his phone, but he's in a whole nother neighborhood way up like 2 hours away from his house. So he may not join us tonight, so we'll miss him. But if he does, that'd be great. But really, this is the year, I think. I think this is where, everybody's going to succeed this year. Lot of new machines, a lot of new exciting stuff, and I feel like 2024 is going to be awesome for everybody. Today I got a message, in my phone from TikTok of all things, and usually I don't get notifications very often because we haven't posted anything in TikTok in a while, and it said you were mentioned, and I'm like, that's weird, So I clicked on it, and it was Tinker Toys and Hobbies, who is part of the Discord, mentioned us today about, them getting started, and they kind of had like a year in review little video that they did that was really cool and had music and everything. And I sent them a message that thank you so much for including us. And they're like, you guys have been such an inspiration, and we're really happy that you guys are doing what you're doing. And I feel really bad we haven't done videos that much, but we're just getting started. This has been, kind of a crazy year at the end, and a lot of things have happened in a good way, and they've just blown up. And I really feel like, this is the year for everybody. And I have a really positive, really great feeling about 2024. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So when I was watching YouTube videos and watching the big vendors on YouTube that were really into it, and it was like the really hot thing on YouTube, I feel like that was like pre-pandemic, right? 2018, 2019, even a little bit. But like, that's when it was like the high time. And like, I feel like, kind of the traffic has gone away from some of that. And but I feel like it's starting to come back. And I feel like it's so crazy for me. Like January 1st, I feel like some floodgates opened, and I started getting messages about vending services. I started getting interest in, full line machines, claw machines, and businesses actually just reaching out to me, not me out locating.
Yeah.
Businesses reaching out to me. And it was like, what's going on? I am super excited because I really, like you said, I really feel like things are going to be so much different this year, 2024. Yeah. Hey, there's Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
And Lolly, she's listening to us from work.
Hey, Lolly.
I really feel the same way, and it was funny because I watched your video today from the break and alignment shop with a little, your little
that little soda machine.
the little soda machine, and I was watching it, and then I was like, man, like, you got some great videos, and I was like, I haven't really seen a lot of vending videos come up on my feed. Like, I'm Tinker Toys and Hobbies has come up, a few others, but I was like, I need to go through my subscriptions. So actually, when I finished your video, I went through my subscriptions and I was looking. I was like, Cosmic Vending hasn't posted in like a month. David's been posting some. He does some shorts. He hasn't done a video in a little while. Eli and Cody just did one a few days ago. They did their year in review, which was an awesome video too. But I really feel like now people are going to start coming back with some videos in January, and we're the same way. We've got so many to do. We have so many new locations. We've got Yao that we got to do a video on. We got a lot of stuff, and we're finally kind of settling down. Amelia and Natalie came back from Santa Barbara today, so we're all back in the hub. And I feel like once I get my voice back, hopefully, we can start doing some videos again. But it's just, I think this is the kickoff of something really good. MBVA's in a few months. I mean, it's just awesome. There's just so much cool stuff going on. So,
well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that so many different people haven't posted videos in a while, and that's kind of like. So I was looking at your channel earlier today, and I was like, I haven't seen anything new from Jonathan lately. And that's so I texted you. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? It's like my voice. But I feel like there's
sorry.
I thought for sure that, and maybe there still will, but I thought maybe since we're dressing it right now, it won't. But I thought there was going to be some comments tonight, like, Jonathan, where's your videos? Like, that's what I was expecting tonight. So I wanted to kind of get ahead of that.
Well, and I had talked to you and I think David about, some ideas that I had for some videos. And I saw that Dominic's been doing a series on how to start a claw machine business, and some other people. And I feel like we have so many videos like that we want to do similar, not at the exact same, but like I said, I mean, it's been almost a week. My voice has been like this, and Amelia's been gone, and Sam's been busy, and so I think now we can finally. My voice, as you can tell, as I talk more, it comes back. I know what you mean, though. Like, but
I dread losing my voice because, like, I've been super consistent with posting content. Yeah. And, if I ever fall into that part where I don't have a voice or whatever, I'm going to be mad at myself because
it sucks. Yeah, it does.
For me, being consistent posting videos, it's like, it's like I look forward to doing it. I look forward to making the videos. I look forward to editing the videos. And then I look forward to, responding to comments and all the good stuff. So,
and that's what's funny too, that we really enjoy them, and Amelia loves doing videos. Like, that's one of her favorite thing. And it's not so much the collection videos. She loves doing like reviews. She loves the toy videos. She loves doing those. And Sam, he's a lot more shy than Amelia is, but he actually, when Amelia was gone on vacation in Santa Barbara visiting her grandma, he actually got us a new location on his own.
Oh, nice.
His first one ever. It's a local ranch style restaurant that's close to us, and he did it all by himself. I had to help a little bit, but I asked him, we were going, I'm like, you want to do this? He's like, yeah. And I gave him the flyer, and we sat down and we were sitting there, and I said, well, why don't you go up and ask if the owner's in? And he goes, will you come with me? And I said, yeah, I'll come with you, And so I kind of stood back, and he went up and asked. And the lady that he handed the flyer to was a younger lady. And he goes, is the owner here? And she goes, I'm the owner. And he goes, well, actually, I own my own business too. And she goes, really? And he's like, yeah. And he kind of went into the thing, and I helped him. But she goes, I'd love to have one. She goes, we've got 8 people sitting out there waiting to be seated. And she goes, 5 or 6 of them are kids. I think it'd be great. Why don't you? She goes, I got a plug out there that the electrician's fixing on Monday. She goes, let me get that plug fixed. She goes, I know exactly where it's going to go, and we'll get you all set up. And I was like, man, good job, and so that was his first, like, on his own, because they usually go as a team. And so you guys don't be scared. You can do it.
Don't be scared.
He's 14. He did it. So you can do it. And we got a super chat. I got to cover it here. Hold on.
Oh, super chat. Is it Waco?
It is, of course.
Waco's back. Hey, Waco. Here we go.
He stayed awake this time.
He did. Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More, with a $5 super chat. Says, I made the stream tonight. Last week I was really tired.
Yeah, he sent me a message. He's like, I'm
We
sorry.
do.
I go, man, it's cool. Everybody's got to sleep, so
That's right.
sorry about my voice, you guys. I feel really bad. Hopefully it's not horrible. But yeah, but anyways, yeah, so he got us a new location. So we're all set to go in there. He built the machine this morning. He got it all set
Nice.
up and ready to go. And that's the other thing too, is I started, what is the name of the guy that does it? He's fairly new in the vending business. He's a young kid. And he just did an interview with Tinker Toys and Hobbies. And so like that's kind of how I found his channel, was he just did an interview with them. But there's a lot of collaboration going on too that I've noticed with a lot of other vendors, and I think that's really cool. So keep that up. Make sure you guys are mentioning, you don't have to mention us, but mention other vendors in the business and their channels, and let's try to like create like a network of all of us together. If you include us, that's great. But if I see your guys' videos and stuff, and we'll mention you guys in our videos, we want to see all of us succeed on YouTube, and then get the idea of vending out there. We're really trying to get Yao going and the kids going. So any younger people that are into vending, please send us messages. We'll look at your channels. We'll get you guys some shout outs and get everybody some help, because we'd really like to see, that vibe you're talking about that was there pre-pandemic, which was, what was the name of my buddy that I love so much that he's not doing it anymore? That
AFC Vending. There's somebody
Vending.
commented that. Yeah.
Yeah, AFC Vending and Eli and Cody and you and all those people that we watched in the beginning. I'd like to see, and Dominic and all those. I like to see that big group come back together. And Aaron, Cloud Kicker, and all of us just kind of get together and just create like a giant vending posse, of YouTubers.
Yes, correct.
And work together. I think that any time that we can mention, not just in our descriptions, but in the videos themselves, each other, I think that helps. The people that are hunting for this kind of content that are out there, they don't know, because it doesn't always appear on the feeds. And when you're a young channel, with 100 subscribers, or like us, we're only at, I think 1,500 subscribers, like people don't see us. So any exposure that anybody can get to help them grow the channel and become big like Matt, that would be fantastic.
I'm not big, no. But we did have a milestone this week. We passed 45,000 subscribers.
Jeez, man.
So we're super excited about that. Our goal was to get to 50,000 by the end of 2023. Fortunately, we didn't hit that, but I'm still very pleased with how far both my vending business and, of course, the YouTube channel came in 2023.
And your amusement business.
And the amusement business, yes, for sure.
Yes.
But that's why I say I really think like 2024 is going to be the next level for all of us. I think we're all, we got through the holidays. We're about to experience that kind of cool or winter season slump, right? It's going to happen. We're going to experience it, guys.
Yeah.
But that's going to lead us right into the NBVA show in Vegas, and that is when it's really going to be kicked up a notch, because I know, like last year, myself, Jonathan, I'm sure you did as well. I know David did too. Vegas like re-energized us, and we just all came back and went hard. And I think, like, just from my channel perspective, I think I had like maybe 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers when we came back from Vegas. Now I just passed 45,000. And like my vending business, I had, some locations, but now I'm getting even more. And, I just got a brand new location today.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. Okay, here we go.
So just before the stream, I have a regular day job. So I finished my day job. I signed out of my work computer. I loaded that Super Mini from candymachines.com into the back of the vending truck. We drove up to the location. We went inside and had dinner first, and then I brought the machine in. And this location, it sounds like a weird combination, but it's a hot dog and Italian ice shop. And it's funny because I talked to the owner for like an hour tonight. I was actually worried I was going to be late for the stream, but this guy is so cool. He's from Long Island, New York. He relocated here to South Carolina, just like so many of other of us did. And he opened an Italian ice shop. And somebody said, hey, why don't you have like hot dogs on Saturdays or something? So he did. And then like the hot dog part just took off. And I went inside. I had 2 hot dogs. I had, I didn't have the Italian ice. I'm going to do that one of these times soon, but it was so good. Like I'm going to go there like all the time now. But plus we have a machine there now, so I have to go there all the time. But I really like to support my locations. So I'm going to have have dinner there all the time. But we got a Super Mini in there from candymachines.com. And I took some advice by watching your videos, Jonathan, when stocking it. We got the Pokemon Boo Packs in there. We got Pokeballs. We got some different small plush. We got all kinds of cool stuff in there. And I did layers like I've seen David do. And, you guys have really taught me about the mini claws because, I always really focus on the larger size machines. But I'm super excited to have this new location. I've got another top secret location in the works too that I can't really talk about, but it's going to be huge. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate it into the channel because I'm not going to be able to film there, but I'll find a way. I'll find a way to incorporate it, guys. It'll
nice.
Be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. I do see a super chat came in. Let's go ahead and address that real quick. There it is. 720 Vending with the super chat says, good evening. Just bought a new car tonight for myself. Congratulations.
Nice. Congratulations.
Big pimping over there with a new car. That's what we like to hear. Very cool. What kind of car did you get? Put it in the comments.
We need one really bad.
Yeah.
our Acadia is having transmission issues. So
no.
I know. We're going to have to figure out what to do with that car. But
that's no good, yeah.
We'll probably end up driving into the ground. Because, the thing is like a car like that, like there's so much room in it for vending. That's the great thing about that SUV is that like I can fit, we've 5 mini claws in there, like stacked on top of each other. Like that thing is just big. So we're going to miss that part of it, because we're trying to figure out what kind of car to get next. And we don't have a lot of money to buy a new car. So we're going to have to probably buy a used car. But it just sucks because that's been a pretty good car for us, unfortunately. But
looks like he got a Kia Sorento that's got the third row seating. Yeah,
there you go.
Just like so we picked up a Honda Pilot and we do a lot of our vending stuff in that. It's what we had in Florida.
Yes, that's a nice car.
You rode in it, right? It was
very
nice.
Nice.
Got plenty of space. So we brought back the Super Mini from IAPA and we brought back the electronic bulk vending machine, both from candymachines.com. And we still had room for probably, I think, 5 passengers along with those 2 machines. Yeah. So absolutely. Like an SUV is great for stuff like that because you can fit people and machines at the same time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Ghost, I thought this was already fixed. I thought it was a height issue thing, and I thought that Rainey already sent or fixed that issue. So you might want to go in the Discord and do a search and look it up because I remember it coming out where people were having an issue with the sensor in the door. And from what I understood, she's already fixed that issue or can send you out what you need to fix that issue. So go back in the Discord, check it out because they are really quick and they do fix any kind of problems super fast. So I recommend you.
I feel like David talked about that maybe last week or the week before.
I do too.
Basically, there was something that a part or something that needed to be added or changed or fixed or sent or something.
From what I remember is that they lowered the playing field down to give more space. And when they did that, it messed with the sensor of the door. And that's the way I remember it, but I could be wrong. But I know that she had fixed that already or had a fix for it. So go back into the Discord, even just go in the general and just post the question. And I'm sure people will get right back to you. And then if you do in the premium chat, it's even faster because all of us usually get notifications in the premium chat right away when something's posted. So anyways, and then all of them like Natashka and Anime Frank and all of them have Mega Minis and they'll be able to tell you how to fix that. So
yeah, because I do not have any Mega Minis, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'd love to get some though.
Man,
they're really cool machines, especially with E3's gamer mini round.
Yeah, and then the new and
the
David
Gamer
posted.
Quest, yes,
yeah.
we just saw the Gamer Quest picture posted on the Discord. That's super exciting too.
Yeah, and he got the first one,
lockers.
Which is very cool. So he's got that out, and he's running tests on it, doing videos, And so, like I said, he's out of town tonight, servicing machines out of town. So hopefully that video will be coming out soon. But at least he did get a first look out for you guys, which is kind of cool.
Nice. All right, Cody Canley with another super chat. Let's go ahead and highlight that super chat real quick. And I don't know this news. It says Gopher just announced he's back. Woo!
Yeah, from what I understand.
Did he announce something? Like, I didn't see that.
Did you see in Discord? From what I heard, some rumors.
I heard some rumors too, but yeah, rumors are just rumors until. Let me jump over to
just jump over the Discord and see, because.
Okay. So looking at the Discord in the general chat, Gopher at Vending posted at 9:07 p.m. Eastern time. # Gopher-hole with candymachines.com in parentheses there is back.
He's got a job with Candy Machines.
Let's go. Best news we've heard all year. Well, I mean, it's been only 3 days, but that is great news. So Gopher with candymachines.com, meaning Nyack's support back in the Discord, back with candymachines.com. How cool is that?
We knew it wouldn't be long, and he's got his own channel back. He's got full control of that channel, so he'll be able to run it and do everything and answer all your questions. And then he'll be working with Candy Machines, which means he will have his own line, his own phone, all the stuff you need to get a hold of him to answer all your questions, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Kevin, for hooking that up and helping out Matt and Gopher, and getting us all back in action. So very cool. So
heck yeah. And you know what? So I've been working with Kevin for the past couple of weeks on ordering new machines as well. Like I said, this top secret location I'm working with, I'm actually getting 4 full line machines from candymachines.com. And this is going to sound funny coming from me, especially, but I ordered Sega machines.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? Right?
Yeah.
So I've heard, not so great things about Sega or Siega or however the heck you pronounce it. But I talked to Kevin. He reassured me these are different. These are good. They've got parts. They've got service. They're basically part of AMS now. So I'm going to give them a try. I'm going to see how they do, and then maybe that's something we can talk about on the channel from this location as part of, kind of maybe taking away that bad omen name of Sega or Siega or however you say it. Like I said, I don't know, but I always heard bad things. I've never owned the machines, but I've always heard bad things.
Same.
But I'm super excited to get to try them out. Like I said, if they come Kevin recommended, they got to be good, right? I mean,
well, and then you get and he's got your back, which is a big deal.
Exactly. So I know Kevin wouldn't steer us wrong, but yeah. So 4 new machines there. I'm also working on possibly buying one of those new free spin machines, kind of like the one we're giving away.
Right.
Should we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Okay, hold on.
So I've got another location I'm working on for a possible free spin location. So haven't placed an order yet because we haven't scored the location or landed the location yet. But I'm saying, guys, 2024 is going to be a great year.
So what kind of? We'll go into it after let's talk about the giveaway first.
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Talk about what kind of machines you ordered. Let's go. Here we go.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Pull it up on the big screen, guys. We're giving away this free spin prize machine and an electronic bulk vending machine, both from candymachines.com. So myself, Quick Play, Howard Hospitality Group, and David from Xtreme Vending, all working together with candymachines.com for our latest giveaway. That's right, guys. This is an awesome giveaway because not only is there going to be one winner, there's going to be 2 winners. So take a look at your screen, guys. This is the free spin. It's got the moving carousel that you can put all kinds of different cool prizes on. These were the big machines at the IAPA show in Orlando, Florida in November of 2023. And I really think at the NBVA show in Las Vegas in March, we're going to see a lot more action with these machines. Now, so not only are we going to draw a winner in Las Vegas for one of these free spin machines, we're also going to have another winner for the electronic bulk vending machine. And if you saw my most recent game store collection video, our electronic bulk vending machine did so good, guys. It did $406 in 1 month. Previously, our 2 mechanical bulk vending machines, they maybe did $150 to almost $200 in a month. So this basically doubled the sales. Now it can take dollars, quarters, and cashless payments with those Nayax credit card readers. But guys, we're giving each of these machines away this March live from Las Vegas, Nevada at the NBVA Conference and Trade Show. So all you guys need to do to register to win is simply fill out the form, join the Discord to find the form, and one of you, or two of you actually, can be lucky winners. So make sure you guys get registered to win.
I can't believe like how far this has come.
Heck yeah.
You know, like, I mean, where we are now, what we're giving away, and like the chances. I mean, it's like usually it's like a 1 in 500 chance of the people that are entered to win these things.
Like,
and
quite honestly, like I don't know how Kevin or when Grant was working with us to give away machines or anybody, they're like, we're only getting 500 people signing up. Like, I'm not going to participate in this. Like, it's crazy to me that they're still giving us machines to give away. Hey,
well, there's over 3,000 people in the Discord, so they're reaching people. It's just not everybody's interested in winning, which is fine. But not only are you winning like a claw machine or an electronic bulk machine, but you're winning money pretty much because that's pretty much what it brings you. So as long as you're willing to go out and find a location, you basically are already, you know, I don't know what is it now, $2,300 I think. There's pre-orders like $2,100.
I mean, when it comes to all the extra benefits that you get with the shipping costs, the first fill, the Nayax credit card reader, it's basically like
almost $3,000.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Yeah.
So guys.
So you're already $3,000 ahead,
right? And then these machines are just going to keep making you money. So yeah, you can't go wrong. Get signed up, guys. Get signed up.
It kind of sucks being on this side of it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I mean, I get it.
Like David said, he wants one so bad. Like, they're just awesome machines. And these new carousel, you know, these new machines are like what people were playing them like crazy at the show. And these are people in the industry, you know, that were just super excited to like see how they worked and what they did and what they could win, even though like all the prize shoots are always closed off. Like, you can't win the prizes, but they wanted to just push the button to see, you know, how it works and stuff. And these are just like, this is the most popular thing that's out there right now, and the newest machines that are out there right now. And the electronic bulk, we want one really bad, and we've been talking to Kevin about one because the fact that you can, you know, you not only can you do like we've been buying racks, you know, with all the different things on it. So we're buying a sticker machine and a bulk. Well, actually, it goes sticker and then bulk on top, you know, and they're not electronic. So we're always running into the problems of people sticking stuff in them and having the issues and not being able to pay because it's only in quarters and we don't have change machines at locations. Now you've got like all the different payment types on the machine so that you really can't go wrong with these electronic bulk machines. Like, just awesome. Very cool.
For sure.
So,
all right, real quick, we got a super chat coming in from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators More. Give me that air horn, Jonathan.
Sure. Got it.
There it is. All right, Waco says, what are y'all's New Year's resolutions? Do you want to go ahead and kick it off?
Yeah, so mine come from the kids, and they're all about expanding. So they told me that talk to the powers that be and get us as many machines as we possibly can because we're going to be hitting the streets next week. So they're all about expanding. So they wanted to have 100 machines by the end of last year. We didn't reach that goal, and they were kind of disappointed because they really want to do that. But they want to have at least 100 by summer is their goal right now. So that's their New Year's resolution. Mine is to actually maybe lift a little weights and look a little better when I go to Vegas in March because I don't look so hot. I'm a little chubby, so I need to lose a little weight and get a little more shape. My wife looks fantastic. She's been in the gym pretty much almost every day and losing weight. And so it's really sad because me standing next to her, we don't look like the power couple that we probably should be. So it's pretty embarrassing.
You know, I know what you're saying because like I've been editing my videos recently and I'm like, man, I need to get back on the treadmill, especially to get ready for Vegas when we're all in person. But that's Natalie, definitely one of my resolutions as well. As a matter of fact, I started January 1st. I started eating better and not drinking soda. So that's always my downfall. I love soda.
I know, me too.
And to try and get away from that's always been challenging. Now, I did have one tonight, just one 12-ounce can tonight at that new location because, I had to have something to drink, right? I
Right.
didn't have water,
Thirsty.
but yeah. So, but otherwise, I would just grab something like this going forward. So that's what I'm working on. But although you may see me with a soda in Vegas, because you're in Vegas at that point.
Yeah,
Right?
it's different.
But it's different.
It's just
But,
getting there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Natalie lost over 40 pounds now. And
Wow.
she already you've seen her in the videos.
She
looks
lost
great.
a small child, for goodness
Yeah,
sakes.
she already looks good. And now she's just ridiculous. And so it's really sad when you put the two of us together because I do not even hold a candle to what's going on over there. And she just, it makes you feel like you're, I don't know what you want to say, like you're just, it's pretty sad. Like it makes you feel bad about
All
yourself.
right,
'Cause
Jonathan, from now on, I'll start texting you pictures of my feet on the treadmill instead of
There
when
you
I'm
go.
stuffing Pokemon cards. How about that?
there you go. Yeah, and that's the thing because
we'll motivate each other to get ready for Vegas. How about that?
and it's just because I need to because if I go with her because we're all going, so it's Amelia, Sam, Natalie, and I, we're all going. And so we're gonna see everybody, meet everybody, and we're super excited. And I'm gonna be the fat one in the corner, and it's gonna be super embarrassing. And so I need to step it up. So that's my New Year's resolution is to look a little better for Vegas. But the kids, they've got they've been working really hard on it, and they put out already made all the envelopes to start sending out the stickers. They've been working on it together. Amelia's been gone for the past week, so Sam's kind of been doing more. Sam's been building machines, and they've been really, really busting it. And I'm just really proud of them. So they're all about this year. And when they go to Vegas, they want to. That's what Amelia said, is that she wants to have stories to tell of what she's accomplished since January, so she can go, oh yeah, this is what we're working on. And right now she feels like we've had a lull, with the holidays. So she's she wants to ramp it back up. And with the videos and stuff too, I think that's what we're going to focus on is videos and doing that. So, but yeah, that's up me. What about you?
So obviously, kind of like what you're saying, to get a little bit more in shape, get Vegas ready. So that's something I've already started to work on, and I'm going to do more on the treadmill and stuff like that. But this year, like I said, 2024 is going to be a big year, and my plan is to grow the vending business, to grow the YouTube channel. I'm going to go hard. I'm motivated. I'm ready to go. I want to make content. I want to make money. I want to do all those things and just see really how far I can take it in 2024.
Yeah.
That's kind of my resolutions for sure.
Yeah, I really feel like I was saying in the beginning, everybody in the Discord, I really feel like we need to band together. We need to work together. We need to all get to Vegas, help each other as much as you can to cover costs, whatever you need to do, work together, and get to Vegas. Because I really feel like that's your kickoff point. I know everybody says, oh, it starts in January, but I really feel like it starts at MBVA. That's where people come together and make all the big deals for the year. And then by the next year, you've accomplished all those goals that you plan on doing in Vegas. You get to see all the new equipment. And those of us I got really lucky thanks to Grant from AZ Amusements. I got to go to IAPA this year, and I got to see that show. But normally, that's probably not a show that I would go to just because it's so expensive to fly to Florida from California and to go see a show like that. So, for those of us that are on the West Coast, Vegas is kind of like the hub of where you get to see all the new stuff. So, even you, who it costs quite a bit of money to come from South Carolina and come to Vegas, it's worth it, right? You feel like it's worth it.
Well, it's not just the show though. Like there's so much more. And guys, we really encourage you all, if you can get there, get there.
Yeah.
Because it's just so hard to describe how recharged I was after that show. And it wasn't just the show though. It was the people, it was the events, it was the connections, it was the, just everything, seeing the new machines. But ultimately I think working together with all of the people that we work with, across the internet or across YouTube or across, the country, getting to be able to work closely. Like I said, it just really like rejuvenated me and made me go. And that's why it's like, I got to go every year now, no matter what, got to go.
And I think the thing is too, is that I don't think a lot of people understand like how great of, what's my word? I can't even think of my word. Like a organization the MBVA is.
Oh yeah.
And how tight it is when you go there. And even though you don't necessarily correspond so much throughout the year with MBVA, it's the fact that when you do come together, you feel like family. We're trying to really,
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. There's always those old timers that need to wake up and realize that this is 2024 now.
Well,
and that
to those people, I don't think they realize what's coming. Like
no, well, and that's where I was going with this. Is that I really feel like we need your guys' help to get to MBVA this year.
Yeah, we need to change
vote on who's going to be in the positions of power, what's going to happen, what's going to change, and where we're going to go for the upcoming year, because it's a whole new generation of vendors out there. And I really feel like I was talking to Jen Vens the other day about our Discord and about the people in there. And I said, she was that was what she brought up. She said, I can't believe I've been watching videos and like how many people like use all the stuff that you put in your machines and like that kind of copy what you're doing and stuff. And I said, do you know how much stuff I've copied from the people in the Discord?
Yes.
Like the ideas from the people in the Discord. Like, I think it's great. Like that, they say that, I don't know what the phrase is. It's something like, not copying, but whatever.
Imitation is flattery, something.
Thank you. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Yes.
Like, I get excited when I see people using what's in our machines and the stuff that we're doing, like you doing with the Pokemon, the cards.
Yeah.
Like, and Amelia's little sprinkles on top, and that stuff works.
It's so funny because in the green room before the show, Jonathan and I were talking, and I don't know if you guys saw, but I shared a picture of the new location, this new Super Mini from CandyMachines.com, in the Discord and on my YouTube community page. And if you look at it, you would swear like Amelia or Jonathan stuffed that machine. Like it's got Pokemon boot packs, it's got some some smaller size plush, it's got the layers, it's got Pokeballs in there, and it's
like
got
David.
little stuff sprinkled on top, just like David would. So it's like I've taken everything I've learned from you guys and from David and from everyone in the Discord and applied it to this location. And I really hope it's successful because honestly, like this location, I don't think a full-size claw machine would really fit in that spot.
Yeah.
And that's the only spot they had for a machine. And I think they were a little bit reluctant about having a machine there. It's going to be tight. But, I said, if you're ever not happy with it being there, tell me and I'll just take it out. And that's kind of what closed the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no
super
stress,
excited to work
pressure,
with this spot. And the guy was really cool. Like I said, him and I talked for like an hour about arcade machines and like what our favorite games were. And then I ate some great food, and now I got to go back and eat more great food, even though I'm going to have to hit the treadmill harder, I guess. I don't know. But for sure. So, yeah.
But that's what I was talking about earlier, you guys. Like, if you do use stuff, whether it's from David or Matt or us, or, like we're talking about Tigger Toys and Hobbies or Cosmic Vending, or wherever you see these videos and you watch these people put the stuff in their machine and they're pulling the money out of there, which is 100% legit. They're not lying about what they're putting there. There's no point in lying.
Dollar bill acceptors.
The funniest story is the guy from Logan's, the manager at Logan's, one of our restaurants. He goes, I was watching your videos the other day, and he goes, oh man, it was so cool. And I saw you guys and you saw us, and you came in and we shook your hand, and it was really cool you did that. And I go, what's funny is I just got off. It's somebody like a troll was like writing a thing like, oh, you're lying about how much money you had in your machine. And I said, so let me ask you a question. I said, when I came in and I told you that we're coming in 10 minutes, but I'm going to stuff this machine with money, but I'll be in 10 minutes. You got to really act surprised. And he started laughing. He goes, oh yeah. But that's the thing is like, we don't lie about our collections, and you don't see us do collection videos very often. And the reason being is that, that's not what we're all about. Like we really focus on helping people and doing videos on what we're doing, but you will see collection videos from us. And the reason we do that is because we have a new location. We'll place the machine and we'll come back in a week and we'll see how it did. Is it going to do well? I don't know. But we're not going to go in and stuff money in the machine and tell the people to act surprised when we come in and then pull a bunch of money out of the machine. It is what it is.
Right. I mean, guys, I posted a video today where I collected $64 from a machine.
Yeah.
Now, if I was stuffing my vending machines, do you think I'd really show that? No.
Yeah.
I
really get upset with people
Yeah.
when they talk about that kind of stuff, because there's no point in doing that, and it's not real. If you really want to see what you're going to do, we've had bum locations. I can tell you about 2 of them.
Everybody does, for sure.
Absolutely horrible for us. And it was for different reasons. But, what do? We find a new location. Do we pull it right away? No. We found a new location first. Then we went and placed the machine. Sure, we only made $30 a week or $50 a week or whatever it was. But do we pull it? No, it's still $50 a week. Like, why do you want to sit in my garage?
It's not making any money there.
It's not making any money when I could just leave it there until I find a new location for it. So be real, be honest. But what I want to talk about is that if you do use stuff from other vendors, and the other day I saw a video from a really well-known full line vending person that used Amelia's little boxes that she made, and she's like, oh, check out my idea, and it's so great and whatever. And she has those little, like the little boxes of stuff that she takes to her locations to find locations. You give people credit. Give people credit for the stuff that they do. If you use stuff from David, if you use stuff from Matt, if you use stuff from Tinker Toys and Hobbies, if you use stuff from Cosmic Vending, if you use stuff from 720 Vending, wherever it is, mention them in your videos. Get people driving to their locations, because you can't post a video every single minute of every single day. And if you don't have a video for a week, that gives them something else to watch in that week that you're not posting. So make sure you guys give people credit for what they're doing and the time they spend, because those videos take a long time to make. There are a lot of editing, a lot of time. You see my group, my posse in the back.
Parade behind you.
Yeah, the parade behind me of the boys. But please give people credit, mention them, share their channels. Don't take people's ideas and use them as your own. Give them the credit because they did come up with those ideas, and share them with everybody so everybody can benefit, because the whole point of the Discord and everything that we do is not negativity, it's positivity, and it's to share ideas. So I use them all the time. If you see them in our videos, I usually talk about where we got the ideas from, because that's where they came from. Not from our brain. It's from the 3,000 users in the Discord that come up with the ideas every time. And they're the ones that, like, you can't think of everything, you guys, and you can't reinvent the wheel, but you can come up with new ideas. So please share those.
And we encourage you guys to take what works. Share your best practices in the Discord, on YouTube, wherever. Take what works and apply it for you as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
use
why we're
our stuff. Use our stuff.
That's why we're all in the Discord, to help each other get better, to share best practices, to help everybody just succeed. So definitely use them for sure.
50%, I'd say, at least I saw the super chat. 50% of what we use probably came from other people, at least.
Or we've taken it and made it our own in some way too. That's all.
Like you're talking about David and his layers and the stuff in Amelia and her sprinkles on top and the stuff that we do. Like, it's not all us. And I can't tell you that we're the best at everything, because we're not. And there's so many people that are better than us. And there's so many people in the Discord that have found better toys, better things that we ever had. And it's great to share that, and it works. And it's funny because the other thing I learned from watching AFC Vending, before I get to the super chat, he was all big about these TGI Fridays, potato
skins.
Yeah, and he's like, oh man, these sell like crazy, and I tried them, and they suck here. I don't know why, but the idea is I tried it. I tried his idea and I tried what he's doing, but in California, nobody liked him, or at least where we were in California.
But
so not everything.
It could just be one person buying those.
Yeah.
Like you never know. Like every location and every person at each location is different. So what works for you might not work for me, and vice versa, for sure.
Yeah.
Or it might not work for you here at location A, but it might do really well for you at location B. But you never know until you try, guys. Remember that.
Here's a good example, and I'll do this one because we got a super chat from 720 Vending.
Super chat from 720 he says, hope everyone saw my video today. I actually haven't seen it yet. I was getting a new location.
I haven't seen it either. It was right before we came on. I think he posted it. But here's a good example of somebody that knows his stuff. If you watch his videos, if you want to learn how to fix a machine, or especially vending machines, he's new into the claw machine business, but he's been doing vending machines for plenty of years, and he can tell you how to rewire pretty much anything in a vending machine and how to adapt things to work. And he even got a Cantaloupe to work, Cantaloupe card reader to work on a mini claw machine. Like 720 Vending is another great channel to watch. And if you need help, to contact, because he's more than willing to help you, not only in the Discord, but just on a personal level. And that's what's so great about what we do in the community that we have. So, give people credit for what they do, talk about them, share them in your videos, put them in your descriptions, all the channels that you recommend, because it really is a small community. And those people are like, they're feeding for information, and they want to get started in the business. And there's nothing better than those videos. So awesome.
Sure. All right, so while we're transitioning to the next phase of the stream, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Help everyone else find the stream as well. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like button. We really appreciate you helping us get the stream out there.
So I have a question for you off topic.
Yes, off topic question. Go.
Because I sent you a link to this guy. And what do you think about Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Vending?
Tried them. They didn't work for me.
Okay.
It did not work for me. So basically,
I gotta find this guy's name. Hold on one second.
While you're looking if you go back and watch some of my really old videos, I had Pokemon in 2 columns of that 4-column stack machine. Pokemon in 2, Magic the Gathering in 1, and Yu-Gi-Oh in the 4th. And I barely sold any Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like everybody wanted Pokemon. Some people wanted Magic the Gathering for me, and nobody seemed to want Yu-Gi-Oh. So I moved to 3 Pokemon columns, 1 Magic the Gathering. And then now you see I moved away from Magic the Gathering altogether because I wasn't getting any interest in that either. And so now I'm doing Pokemon on one side, I'm doing Lorcana on the other side. That seems to be pretty popular right now. But I don't know if that's ever going to overtake Pokemon. So who knows, someday I may go back to all Pokemon. We'll see how it goes.
And the reason I asked that is that, that on my TikTok feed the other day, that guy that does the Yu-Gi-Oh battles on his name's Yakudo. I don't know if you've seen him or not. But I put it in our little chat that we shared because he has like way more energy than Eli, which is hard to come by. So I was like watching it, and I'm like so addicted to watch this guy. And basically he's also a voice actor, and he does his name's Yakudo on TikTok. And like he's got this huge following, and I didn't know, cause like I've never been a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, so I don't know how big Yu-Gi-Oh is, but like he's like, a lot of people watching his feed, and so I didn't know if it was as big as it used to be, or if it's just something that's kind of a, that's why I asked, because I'm addicted to watch this guy on TikTok. And
so I would imagine it's probably overseas viewership, maybe, I would guess. I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, that's what I would guess. I would think a lot more of the anime stuff would come from overseas, but I know, like, you can see PA Pokemon Pulse here in the comments. He's talking about One Piece cards, and we know that's something that Natashka was into, the One Piece stuff. I know he's done some One Piece videos where he opens One Piece cards, and he's had some pretty good pulls, but I think that might be another possibility if you want to try those out in your machines too. I know.
Just an idea I didn't know, and I thought I'd ask because, Pokemon across the board, everybody loves Pikachu, and it's just like, it's a very well-known, it kind of crossed all the generations for like 15 or 20 years of people for some reason, and it just does really well in all of our machines, no matter if it's the cards or the little stuffed animals or whatever it is. Pokemon kills it. And so I didn't know if Yu-Gi-Oh was the same way. Clawmania had a question about 24 and 31-inch cranes. In the Discord.
This is a great question. All right, so it's where's a good place to buy license plush for 24-inch and 31-inch cranes? So which I run a lot of. So I just placed an order literally yesterday from CandidMachines.com. I'm getting some more Nintendo plush, but I was also looking at some of their other plush too. They've got a lot of great stuff in there.
Mario.
Nintendo, obviously, it always, that's like the universal, like everybody knows Nintendo. Everybody loves Nintendo. So CandidMachines.com is definitely a great place to get that. I just saw Kevin's here in the chat too. So, hey, Kevin.
Nice.
Welcome.
Hi, Kevin.
Thanks. Happy 2024. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Thanks for getting my order was marked shipped like in a couple hours. So they must be like ready to go to fill those orders over there. We appreciate that. That's so cool.
And
but
go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's also plenty of other vendors. A good place to go look. Go watch Jonathan's IAPA video. He goes and shows you a bunch of the different plush vendors and some good examples of what all is out there.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, if you want something quick, if you want something good value, good quality, CandidMachines.com, hands down, best way to go.
Yeah. For licensed stuff.
Yeah.
And in a lot of the stuff they can get cheaper than a lot of places too. So definitely check it out. And
I also ordered a bunch of generic plush from there too. So
yeah.
So just loading up.
And those of you, I don't know if you guys saw last week, or was it beginning of this week? I think it was beginning of this week. I posted in the Discord for all the people that watch our vending live stream in the Discord. I have coupons for the Magic Cut, the Boxer, and the electronic bulk machine right now. That if you guys want a discount on those, please send me a message in Discord and I will get you the coupons, because right now they're running specials on those 3 items just for the vending live stream viewers. So
wow, that's pretty special.
Very cool.
I mean, you guys are in an elite club. Just know that.
Yeah, because we're special.
For sure.
In more ways than one.
That's right.
So,
good stuff.
But yeah, so Pokemon always does well. Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm not sure. One Piece, I'm not sure either. I saw Natasha does really well with the One Piece stuff and the anime stuff. I really feel like you do really well in a place like your game store and stuff like that with those types of things. Where we are, I don't necessarily know how well we would do, because we're in kind of generic locations like grocery stores, that kind of stuff.
Right. I think
I
think
really
you really need a certain type of customer to see that prize in there, to really want that. And like if you're in a location that's like a card shop or a trading card place or something like that, where it's like table games or stuff, anything like that, like those are the kind of people that are really into that stuff, and therefore would more likely want to play for that stuff. So we have. It's funny you say this, because we have an anime shop here in town, separate from my game store, all that stuff. I went in there. Yeah, we do. We've got the game store that I've got machines in. We've got a card store, like a local card store, a local card shop, they call them. And then we've got an anime store where you go in and it's literally just anime statues, like the character statues and stuff. So I've never been there until recently. I went in there thinking, number one, I'm going to find a prize for one of the machines in the game store. And number two, I'm going to scout the location to see if I think it would be good for a machine.
Yeah, nice.
Right? So those are the 2 reasons I'm going to the store. So I went there, and everything was very nice. There was they had great inventory. They had really, really nice selection of stuff. But I was the only one in there, other than the one employee. And the one employee, he seemed like an okay guy, but like, I walk in, he's watching anime on his iPad. Fine, that's no problem. Like, there's nobody in the store, that's fine. But ask me what I'm looking for. Ask me anything. You know what I mean? Like, talk to me, because I have no clue when it comes to who's what, or what the kids are into. So I literally had to go over and say, so I said, I'm going to be honest. I don't know anything about anime. I said, I run claw machines, and I need, whatever the kids are into. I need a prize to put in those machines about, what the kids are into. I said, what are the most popular animes that the kids come in here asking for? And he had to think about it. And that was another thing. I'm like, is this place going to last? Like you have to think about it.
Yeah.
So he told me One Piece, which I said, I've heard of that, thinking of what Natasha had told us. And I said, who's the main character of One Piece? And he told me, and I don't know the name, Monkey something. I don't know. But,
well, I think that, like, Brawlicon's got a good point. I really feel like, One Piece had a big rush because they had the new live action series that came out. Was it Netflix or Hulu? I can't remember. I think it was Netflix. And I don't care how old you are, that was a good show. That was for whether you liked the anime show or whatever, it was still well done. And the only reason I turned it on was because it was talked about in the Discord, and I'm like, well, people said this is cool, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
But I actually really enjoyed it. And then Natalie sat down with me in the second episode, and she's like, this is really good. And I said, yeah, it is really good. And she said, I said, let's go back and we'll rewatch the first one so you can kind of, get the...
So what's funny, so we start talking about anime, and look who appears in the comments. Natasha's here.
Hey,
Natasha.
So, and that's funny because, like, I really feel like, it does go in waves, like Brawlicon was saying, and I feel like it picked back up because I went and watched the anime series for 15, 20 minutes, maybe, after I watched the actual live action, and it's not my thing. Like, I was like, this is not, maybe if I watched it from the beginning, but I started in the beginning, but like, I was like, this is not the same for me as like, so for me being old, because I'm old, and I'll be the first to admit that, like, it didn't appeal to me.
You are old.
Being a young kid, maybe it makes sense and it would appeal to somebody like that, and that's fine. But I really feel like when it comes to claw machines, when you walk up to that machine, whether it's big or small, doesn't matter what it is, the first thing it's gonna do is gonna look inside, or the adult, depending on where it's at, look inside and see if anything looks good to them. And they're going to look for something that they'd want to win. And if they don't see something in there that they remember or brings back nostalgia value, or whether it's a Star Wars or it's a Disney or it's it's an anime like a Pokemon, whatever it is, you need to cross those generations from people that are my age down to people that are 8, 9 and younger. But the younger kids, like the first person that you know as well as I do, that when the kid comes up to the machine, and Amelia does this all the time, she laughs because she'll say, like, little kids will come up and she's like, would you like to pick something out of the bag, instead of trying to win something? And what is the little, 5-year-old or 6-year-old or 7-year-old, what do they grab? A ball. The first thing they grab is a squishy, like, emoji-faced, stress ball. And it's like, Millie's like, why wouldn't you grab like the Disney
the
or whatever?
Stuff, right? Yeah,
they don't. They want the ball, So you got to cover from the ball all the way up to the older people like me, which is like, I love Mandalorian. So for me, like seeing the little Grogu, like I get excited, like I'm like, oh, that's cool. I want that for my keychain. But like, you need to cover that broad generation. So when you really limit the anime in your machine, or you go specialized too much, I really feel like you're hurting yourself. You need to cover a broad spectrum like you've been doing in your machines. And like the first thing to go every single time in our machine is the Pokemon cards, because the kids perceive value. So when they, when they're about, 7 to 14, the first thing they're like, I could win a $20 card that I could take to the card shop and turn it in and get a $20 bill from that card or whatever it may be. Like, that's the way their brain works, because that's the age that they're at. So they immediately assume that there may be something of value. It's almost like gambling for kids in those little packs of cards. But it's true.
Very much so.
They perceive value versus $1 they put in, they could win 20. So for them, in their brain, like they're going, oh, that might be a valuable card in there. And in those card packs, there are really expensive cards in there. Like, surprisingly, in those boo packs, there are, from what I understand, there's like $100 cards,
I've got no
like,
idea when it comes to that.
yeah, like I've been told there's really good cards in those boot packs. So, they know what's going on with those. So the people that play that, but then you have the kid that's going to come up. He's going to want an anime ball. There's the kid's going to, or not an anime ball, but a mochi ball. And then there's the kid that's going to come up and he's going to want the Mandalorian that's my age or whatever. So you really need to cover the generations and not get too specified. Like I really was pushing Amelia for a while on doing Zelda stuff. Like I was like, oh, you need to really do some Zelda, like like stuff like that. And she's just
I want
like,
to find some Zelda stuff for sure because
and
like
she's
I do the
like,
Nintendo stuff. But
and
there's no
she's like,
Zelda.
I don't understand. Like she goes, I didn't play Zelda. So she's like, I don't get it. And I said, well, like for me, like that's a big deal, whether, like I love Zelda. And she's like, okay, but like, and then I showed her like a little thing that was, like the flute. And she's like, and I said, okay, well, what about this? And I showed her the little Link guy. And she's like, oh, I know him. And I'm like, okay, then that makes sense. That might be something that would cross more generations if they saw the Link versus the flute. But like me, and as soon as I saw the flute, I'm like, oh, it's the Ocarina of Time, Like I knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew what that was. And so like, you got to be really careful about what you put in your machine and try to cover the biggest gap of people that you can, because you only get about 2 or 3 minutes of them looking in the machine and seeing if there's anything there that appeals to them to put $1 in your machine. Otherwise, they're going to pass it by, So you really need to go ahead.
It's funny that we were talking about Zelda because before we even started talking about Zelda, PA Pokemon Polls in the comments says a Zelda vending machine would crush my wallet, and he's right.
Yeah. But his wallet, and that's the point. In my wallet, for sure. Like if I saw that, but I mean, he's my age. Well, he's younger than me, but I mean, him and I have a lot of the same interests. Like I've talked to him quite a bit, and it's funny because he knows a lot of the bands that I listen to, and like we have a lot of the same interests. But of the population, like how much are we? Like we're probably 1% of the giant population.
There's so many 80s and 90s kids that are now like have disposable income that love Zelda.
Yeah.
And I try to squeeze Link or the Zelda sound into my shorts whenever I can. If you watch my shorts, Zelda's in there sometimes, or Link is in there sometimes for sure.
Look who I found.
She's only on half the screen. Move over more. Move over more. There you go, Amelia. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Hello.
So she's come back from flying in Santa Barbara and she's tired. So
Got that jet lag.
But I saw her behind. Well, you say hi. So she's burnt out. But anyway, she says hi.
Hey, Amelia. Thanks for stopping in. For sure.
She's not in her best, at her best right now. She's pretty tired.
It's all good.
She had to get up super early and fly.
We understand how that goes, and we got David in the chat at least. Hey, David, thanks.
Hey, David.
There we go. There were a couple other comments I saw too that I don't even know where they were. One was from LV Vending. He was asking me about the flea market mini arcade location.
Oh, let me go back. I saw that too.
It was a while back.
Way back. Yeah, I saw that too.
But yeah, so it's kind of funny because it's like you've got a crystal ball, because that should be this weekend's video. It's so funny that you say that, because we you know during the holiday season and all the craziness, we wanted to let that place build up a little bit, and we just we finally got in there and got to do our collection. But like this time of year, it's like it's not super busy. You would think it would be, because people are like doing their holiday shopping and stuff, but honestly, it's really not that super busy. So, we did our collection video from there, and it should be the weekend video. It did okay. It didn't do super great, but honestly, at the same time, like, some of my games there just aren't that great at games. It's kind of like my Misfit Toys Island, except for that Happy House machine, which always does really well. But all the other machines there are just kind of like, they're there because I don't want to put them anywhere else right now. And if I do need something, I'm either going to try and order a new machine, or if I have an emergency, I can pull something from there. But I'd rather not, honestly. But watch for the video. It should be out this weekend.
Yeah, try, That's my biggest advice, I think. And when you look at David's machines, or you look at our machines, and then now your machines, and you look at Quick Plays Arcade or wherever it is, you're gonna see something that appeals to everyone, and that's really what you want to cover. And I get at least once a week, I get a message from people, because a lot of people are starting to look into doing like bars or older where older people are at, and they want to know what to put in their machines. And I think that you can cover the generations by, like, I don't know many women that I can think of, and this is not being sexist or anything.
Careful,
but
watch your
like,
step.
I know that, don't love Disney. That there's not a Disney character of some kind that they grew up with that they loved, whether it be Pooh Bear, or it was, whatever it may be, or if they were a Mario fan growing up, or if they were, whatever it may be. There's always going to be Nickelodeon, or SpongeBob, or I mean, Patrick, there's those kind of things cover multiple generations. And so I think as long as you can cover those things in your machine, no matter what the age group, you're going to be able to appeal to certain people. And sure, in bars, you can put things like flasks and beer keychains and that kind of stuff. But I mean, the whole point is that when they walk up, there's a mix, whether it's a Starbucks keychain, a Croc keychain, a Nike keychain, doesn't matter. I mean, that's going to appeal to at least two people that I know if they saw one of those 4 items, right? I mean, like, if you saw a Nike keychain, like, I mean, those are the sports people are going to love those kind of things. The Starbucks, most people I know drink Starbucks, like, that's the kind of stuff that you need to think about that covers all those things. Unisex, there's a lot of stuff out there that covers that, and there's a lot of stuff in there that you think that when you go to it, it will attract you, and that's what you want to look for. So anyways,
do you know when the last time I drank Starbucks was?
I don't drink Starbucks, but I can imagine.
It was at our hotel in IAPA. That's when it was.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I did want to say, I think we missed a super chat. I'm looking back in the comments.
Go back up.
I think
last one I saw was 720, but I'll go back up.
I think there was one other one. From Chevy Cavalier Double.
Oh, there was. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Let's go ahead and address that. Sorry, Chevy. Let's go ahead and address it now. There's the air horn. Chevy Cavalier 00 with a $5 super chat wants to know, what kind of prizes do you put in blind boxes in the machines? That's a great question.
That is a good one. And both of us do right now. I mean, Quick Play does the Starbucks cups, and they put Starbucks cards in their things along with other things. We do the Chinese takeout boxes, and those are super popular, and we order those from either Webstaurant.com or we order from Amazon, depending on how many you want to buy. And then we also order from Amazon is a giant box of the fortune cookies. So I don't know if you do that in yours, but we include a fortune cookie.
But I need to.
Oh my God, it's the best. So we always have a fortune cookie in every one of our Chinese takeout boxes, and then in them we put mini plush and keychains. So whether they're Pokemon mini plush or octopuses or Nike keychains or Starbucks or Crocs or whatever it is, that's what we put in our Chinese takeout boxes along with the cookies. And it's so funny because they'll pull out the Nike keychain, they're like, oh cool, and they're like, oh look, fortune cookie, and they get super excited. So
that's hilarious.
It's a bonus thing to put in there, and it's kind of funny, and I think it really kind of is the icing on the top of what we do, and that's kind of how we are, and Amelia's always really trying to do things like one step above, and that was her idea with the fortune cookies. Yeah.
So for me, like, I've got the Chinese takeout boxes in that Happy House machine at the mini arcade at the flea market. I also mix them in with the hot stuff claw machine at the ice cream candy shop, as well as a couple of them in the key catcher machine at the game store. But I've started replacing those with those Mario Nintendo question mark boxes, like you may have seen in my last video. I do a mix of things. Sometimes I put cards in them depending on the location. Sometimes obviously we put some gift cards in some of them as well. I've been putting like little plush or little I think I've got some like 3-inch capsules with like different earbuds in some of them. Some of them have like stress balls,
Nice.
different things like that. So I've been doing all kinds of different things. It's really whatever I have available. That's not like, I would be ticked if I opened it up and I had like, some plastic rings or something like that in it, or a plastic spider like Arcade Matt says in some of his videos. But I try to do some cool
we
stuff.
don't do.
Yeah, but we also mix in gift cards and stuff, and that's really what I think drives the results from what you'll see in the flea market arcade video. That's always our most popular machine there.
Anything you get from Eva for 30 cents or above, I think is a great item that you put into those boxes.
Yeah.
And I think the perceived value is the fact that it's a mystery, and that's what people are excited about. And I don't think anybody's been upset with what we put into our mystery boxes, and because they're still the prize you would win for $1 that's in most of our mini claw machines anyways.
Right.
They feel like they still got the value of it, and they got the cookie, so they got like a bonus,
Yeah.
So we've had, and I've actually got a couple messages in the past year of people like, man, the cookie was it. Like that was the best, and they'll send it because our phone number is on the machines, and they'll send me texts like, man, you guys are awesome, thank you for the cookie.
I'll have to get some cookies. They won't fit in all of my prize boxes, but the ones that there's room,
good.
I'll have to start putting those in. That's a great idea.
And they have, and then they get to open them, and there's a
another
a
mystery. There's another.
So I mean, there's a whole
other
other mystery inside the fortune, So I mean, it's like a bonus, and I really feel like if you're gonna do stuff with your machines, sell it. Sell what you do. Go over the top. Give people. Don't set your machines to 1 in 20. Set your machines to 1 in 4, 1 in 6, 1 in 8. Get winners and make people talk about your machines.
That's right.
And we've only seen our locations grow, and it's because they keep coming back. If they know that machine, the first thing they're going to do is like, people love to complain about everything. So if they don't win, the first thing they're going to do is be like, oh, that's rigged. That machine's rigged.
Right.
And it's like,
Right.
then their buddy goes and plays and they win. Right. So then what happens? Oh, it's not rigged. Oh, now what? You know what I mean? So then that's the thing, is you want people to win your machines, and you want them to get the idea that they got something cool. And when they look in there, it's something they want. You don't want them look in there and have a bunch of fidget poppers and silly putty eggs and stuff. Like, sure, it's cool to have that stuff, but make it worth their money, especially if you're charging $1. Like, make sure that they win something cool that they can't find anywhere else. So, and I really feel that's another thing I want to cover. If you guys are in a location with another vendor, let's say you're near David, for example, and David has certain items in his machine, change your items. Do something different, or do a different price, or do a different thing. So make sure that when they come to your locations that are 1 mile down from David's machines or whatever, that they win different prizes. You want to be known for having something different than everybody else. So when you order those things from China, or you order them from Candy Machines, or wherever you order them from, order something different. So maybe it's Mario, order the mushrooms. Order the stars, order the fire, the fire flowers, whatever it is for Mario. Order something different than what David's carrying, because your machines are different. You're a different company, you're a different product, and you want to stand out. So you want to make sure that you got the same idea or whatever, but make sure it's different than him. So they're not winning the same stuff a mile down the street, because they're going to go to all the machines. They are, especially if they're addicted to claw machines. So change it up. If you're in the same area, don't compete. Call them on the phone, become friends with them, ask them what they're carrying, and carry something different. Share the wealth, right?
That's right. All right, we're about halfway through the stream. Actually, just a little bit over halfway. Let's talk about the giveaway one more time before we get too deep into the hour 2.
Sorry.
There we go. All right, guys, take a look at your screen. Yeah, I'll take it again.
Okay, good. Thank you. My voice is horrible.
I'm sure you could use a little break, right? Anyway, guys, check it out. It's the free spin prize machine, as well as the electronic bulk vending machine, both from candymachines.com. Take a look at them, guys. These are awesome machines, and we're going to give each one of them away. That's right, not one, but 2 winners this time around. So very first and foremost, a free spin is the major prize. This has the rotating carousel in the middle where you can put different prizes like packs of Pokemon cards, small or plush, keychains, anything that you can be creative with that you think somebody might want to win. The object of the game is the wheel spins, and once you credit up, you hit that button to stop the wheel, and then the pointer or the release mechanism lowers down, and if you've got it lined up on the clips, that mechanism will press the clip and release the prize. That's how you win that game. Watch our videos from IAPA to see how they work. I think they're really going to be the next big thing, guys. So we're going to get you started off the free spin as the major prize. But not only are we giving away that machine, we're also giving away the electronic bulk vending machine, which you know I love. It's a really good machine. Does really awesome for me. You saw it in my most recent video, how well it did, and it is just awesome. I showed you the inside, showed you the outside, showed you how it works, and it's doing really well. So all you need to do to get registered to win is just fill out a simple form. Xtreme says he wants that free spin. Fill out a simple form. You can find the link in our Discord server. Join the Discord, and it's over on the left-hand side. Our latest giveaway, simple form to fill out. And guys, we're going to give these 2 machines away live. Again, live from the NBVA show, Las Vegas, Nevada, March probably the 19th or 20th, one of those 2 days. So get signed up. You got plenty of time to do so, but don't wait. Get signed up now. That way you are qualified to win one of these machines. It's going to be awesome.
Everyone from the Discord is going to the MBVA this year.
Yeah, you got
all 3,000 people.
I mean, we've had some cool drawings where we've had the winner in the stream with us, but could you imagine if the winner was in Las Vegas with us? I mean, confetti would rain down. It would be an amazing time. Absolutely amazing.
That is a cool machine. I would love to have one of those. I think it would do really well.
So
I have
so
2 locations that
I'm
know.
I'm working on a location that I think a machine like that would be perfect at. And it's going to be a brand new location in our mall. And it's kind of funny because, so I've been scoping this area. I've been scoping this one spot at our mall for like 4 years. And you know, my mall doesn't want to work with me when it comes to the plans that I have. They want to put rules and prices and extra fees and then weekly sales reports, and they want a percentage of my sales. And I'm like, that's why I've never opened a store in that mall. But this person I'm talking with actually is putting something into that same location. So it's destined for me to put a machine in there now, right? So I've been talking with them, sharing my ideas, and I'm going all in on this free spin machine. So if I can close that deal, if I can land that location, I'm ordering one of these machines. So I think it's going to be great.
So Gopher just posted something, which is kind of a cool idea. And I don't want to, but how cool would it be? The hard part is like, I don't know how we would do it because like depending on where you live,
this would take coordination for sure.
Yeah, like it would be, like depending on where you live, like it would be a different cost for airfare to get there. But how cool would it be? Like maybe we can't do it this year because it's too short of notice.
I mean, we might be able to work with the NBVA to donate a membership or something like that. Which if you
that might be easy. But I was thinking like maybe we can shoot for next year of actually giving away a trip to MBVA. So if that's something you guys would like to see, definitely put in the comments right now. I don't know what you want to say, like a thumbs up or yes, or what do you want to say? MBVA? Type in MBVA in the comments.
Type MBVA in the comments if you think that's a good idea.
If you guys think that'd be a good idea to give away.
And then I'll tell you what, Jonathan and I will work extra hard to grow our vending businesses this year, to grow the YouTube channel, to help with all that, so that, like Randy says, we're both become future millionaires, and then we can just pay for it. We'll just pay for it.
We'll just pay for it for you guys. There you go.
There it is.
So, I mean, like, that would be huge, the fact of, like, we could send, because, I mean, it is a huge cost, but it's such a benefit to somebody's business to be able to send them to, hopefully that when they get there, they can take advantage of being there and, making some deals and
I don't know.
And like, there we go.
We've only had 4 people type NBVA. So
I don't know. I guess it's not worth it. Yeah. That's
all right. No problem. We'll just give away these machines then instead.
All right. I really feel like I think that I think that that's one thing that I really want to push every week if we can, and talk to people about the huge benefit of going, because I don't think people understand
Well,
the
you know what
magnitude.
they don't understand, and you're
Yeah.
never going to understand until you actually get there and experience it.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, because you've got at least 2 years of NBVA under your belt, right? I've only got one. Last year,
Right.
this past year was my very first year, and quite honestly, guys, I didn't know what to expect. I walked in thinking I was going to go and meet some cool people and
Yeah.
go to a conference where I went to the actual show floor and saw some new machines. That's the expectation I went in thinking.
Right.
And it was so much more than that, guys. So we all had our travel day. We all arrived on that Monday. We had some fun. We hung out. We got some food. We went to Old Vegas, or downtown Fremont Street, whatever you want to call
Fremont
it.
Street, yeah.
We had a blast. It was just great hanging out. Our little group.
Eli got carried up by two very strong cowboys.
I don't know if he wants you to tell that story. But anyway, so the next day I got up and I met Jonathan, I met David, we had coffee, and we got registered for the NBVA. This is where I actually joined the NBVA. I became an official member, paid my registration fee, got my hang tag with my name on it, all that good stuff. And then we went into the actual seminar. It was seminar day. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go heckle Jonathan when he gives his seminar. And that was
Of course,
my
I had to
plan.
be the first one. Yeah.
He was the first one. And then there were multiple other presenters. Dominic was one of them. Jen Venz was one of them. There were some other presenters too. They fed us lunch, which I was expecting to have to buy my own lunch. They fed us lunch that day.
Yeah.
Afterwards, there was what was the first? The first day was was that the mixer afterwards, or
Yeah, it was like the mixer. Mhm.
because
That night. Yep.
we had dinner at this mixer that night.
And it was like the group of the.
It was just the MBVA group, yeah, right?
No, it was a mix of both. Remember, that was the first night. Was it?
One day there was a combined mixer. Another day there was just a dinner with just the MBVA. I don't
Okay.
remember which day was which, but one night we had dinner as just the MBVA. Another night we had dinner as NBVA with the AMOA or AOMA, whatever it is, which was really cool too. Great food every time. Also, that Tuesday night, we all got invited to the private party in the Elvis suite. We got to see the golden bathroom. I mean, guys,
Yeah.
we were in Elvis's suite at the
Yeah.
top of the hotel. I mean, just the penthouse. It was amazing. It was so cool. There was just all kinds of cool people there. And then the next day, we went to the show, the actual show floor, but they had breakfast for us first.
Yeah.
That's when Jaime joined us. Aaron was there. I mean, it was such a good time. We all went to the show together. It was a
It
great
was
time.
such a blast. Oh
Such
my
a
God.
blast. Then that night we had another dinner. So literally, I paid for dinner or food, we'll call it, my very first night there, my travel day. I paid for my food on my travel day.
Yeah.
When we went to Fremont Street. Other than that, everything else was covered and everything else was kind of planned out for you.
Yeah, I think we bought lunch one day at the convention.
Oh yeah, on the actual show floor.
Yeah, on the showroom floor,
went
we
to the
bought
food court,
lunch.
yeah,
But other
that's
than
true,
that,
that's
that
true.
was pretty much it.
It was so amazing. I just had such a good time, and like I said, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But after that show, I was like, there is never a reason why I cannot go to this. I have to go to this because I had so much fun. Like I said earlier in the show, it rejuvenated me to get, to my motivation levels were so high. I wanted to just come back and go hard, which I did. And I think all of you out there should experience that too. Come join us, guys. It's going to be awesome.
So our story, Amelia came to us originally and watched YouTube videos of AFC vending and these other people doing and Jaime and these other people doing full line vending machines, and she wanted to start her own business. And this is a girl that's been selling oranges in our front yard since she was 6. I mean, that's just
Yes.
Amelia. And she came to us and Natalie's like, oh, I don't know, And I told Natalie, I said, this girl's selling stuff outside her house, in lemonade and stuff. This is her. And I said, I'd really like to give her a shot. So I told her, I'd watch the videos and I'll see what I can figure out, So everybody, hey, there's David.
Hey, look
So,
who's in the green room. Let's bring him in.
So I started watching the videos, and every video said, before you get started, you need to have locations. You can't buy vending machines without locations because they're
Oh,
expensive.
my test.
Hey, hold on. Are you there?
Whoa,
Hello?
I'm so big. My face. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Or anything. What's wrong with my headset? Oh no, my sound's all messed up, guys.
We can
What,
hear
you want
you.
to- Oh, I can hear you now. It just
Okay.
took a
There we
while.
go.
So
Welcome
I'm telling a
back.
story. Hi.
Go back to your story.
I know
You're
you.
good.
I like interrupting. Sorry.
Okay. So, anyways, they said before you buy a machine, find locations. So Amelia and I went out, and within one day, she got 7 locations. So I said, okay, we're gonna do this thing. So we started doing full line vending. We got all our locations set up, and I heard about this MBVA online. I was watching videos and stuff, and I watched Dominic's videos and a few other people, and they were talking about MBVA. So we went the first year, and when we went, everybody's talking about bulk vending, and we hadn't really got into bulk vending, and we were just doing full line. And we showed up, and everybody said, "Well, who are you guys or whatever?" And I said, "Well, this is who we are, my wife and I." And I told them my daughter's doing this thing, and I said she's got 18 machines, full line machines, and they said, "And how long?" And we said 2 months, and they said, "That's crazy." And we're like, well, she's kind of crazy, like she just like that's what she does. And they're like, no, like that's a lot of locations. And we're like, yeah, well, she's been going nuts. And they said, well, have you looked into bulk? Because we're at the bulk conference. And they said, have you looked into claw machines? We're like, no. And so we walked around, and we didn't know what we were looking at. We had never met anybody before. And here's this conference with all these video games and all these bulk machines and claw machines and all these people. And Kevin and Harris, who run and own candymachines.com, kind of stopped and talked to us one day and said, what's your story? And we told her, and my wife became super good friends with Harris and told the story of Amelia. And Harris was like, well, you need to get some bulk vending machines and you need to get some claw machines. And we said, okay. So we ended up buying 4 bulk machines and 3 claw machines at the conference the first year and got started. And that's how we got started. And we had no idea what we're doing. But like the next year we went with you guys, and it was a whole different thing. And I think that either if you go not knowing what you're doing, or if you go and it's your second year, everybody's there to help. It doesn't matter who you are, and you will have the best time of your life. And like you just need to ask somebody a question and they will help you. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing. Like just go there and enjoy yourself and have a good time. And I really think that all of us will be there for sure, but like there's so many people there to help you that your business will just grow so fast just from going to the conference that you'll end up making your money back in a couple months just from going, just because it's such great people and so much to see and all that kind of stuff. So definitely get into it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Hi,
sure loved
David.
it.
Sorry, I
Hey.
didn't mean
No, I interrupted the story, but I
all right.
sure loved it personally. Like I loved meeting you guys all and then running into everyone. You guys know
You
my
want to tell
story.
Matt told his story? Do you want to tell your story?
Yeah,
My
tell
first
us, tell us your version of it.
Yeah, tell
All
your
right,
story.
so my story is I was so excited to meet everyone. Had no idea what to expect. I actually showed up like 2 days early, so me and my wife could spend some time, get kind of feel. And we went on rides and stuff like that, and went on the stratosphere and stuff. But I was real excited. And the first person I met was Matt. That was so fun, like running the mat and stuff. I went up and down that elevator so many times waiting for people. And,
What was
and
funny
so,
is, I'm walking in, I see him like with his camera up. I was like, oh, is that David? I better go up there.
yeah, and it's like I couldn't like you guys seemed like it took forever. It was like waiting for like the open up Christmas presents. or
Waiting for
something. You're,
Christmas
like, the
morning,
first one
yeah.
up. Yes, and you're the first one up, waiting for everyone else so you can open presents. And I think Eli and Cody and Destiny came in next. I think Jonathan came last, if I'm not mistaken. Like seemed like forever for Jonathan. Jonathan took forever.
Jonathan was the last. He was the rotten.
We got held up. Remember, like our flight
Yes.
got
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's
Mhm.
right. But it was so funny when I ran into Eli and Cody and stuff, seeing them in person, and then like it was great. And I didn't know if I could record them or not because we talked only a few times, and I didn't get to know them, but I really got to know them during that convention. I asked you guys, you think Claw Kicker's gonna show up? Because he did a video and he uploaded it, and he was in Phoenix, Arizona. And we weren't sure or anything like that. And then I remember being in that meeting, and all of a sudden Aaron shows up and Clockkicker walks in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Clockkicker. And I nearly tripped over something or whatever out of
Well,
my
you ran
chair.
across the room, remember?
I know, but I was tripping over a chair too, so that's stumbling to him, and that was real exciting. And then Dominic was there, and Jaime, and just ET Vending, and just so many YouTube people that we know, and just such a great community. That was fun. That was.
Such
I
a
want to do
blast.
that again. I want to relive that moment and like
I
have more people
know, I
show up.
know. Yes.
So
The thing is too is like there's also people that have been doing it for like 50 years that are like they have more knowledge than you can suck up in the time you're there. But like you get to meet them and like build relationships with these people and like they'll help you grow. So there's those people that have been doing it a long time that can also help you too. So go ahead, David. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
Oh,
didn't mean to interrupt.
no. I was just telling you how excited I was about everything when we all met, and I really didn't know what to expect either. It was my first time, and I was like, I was just sticking by Jonathan and Matt and everyone, and just like, okay, I'll follow their lead. But it was really fun. Jonathan really took care of me too because I was lost a lot too. And then remember we did the live stream and the giveaway, but we did also a little live stream on the bench or
Yeah,
something like
that
that. I
was fun.
remember the portable live stream. We were laggy, but it was
You
fun.
guys, yeah, if you guys could have saw us, I mean, we were literally, I'm holding my phone like this as
Yeah.
we're streaming, and they had their phones with the comments going, so it was rough. We made do though. We made do for sure.
Yeah.
So Brawlicon, like you can do it either way. Like you can have a location and get a machine, but I would recommend that wherever you buy your machine from, whether it be full line or candy machine or a claw machine, make sure you know how long it's gonna take to get that machine. So like if you were gonna order from candymachines.com, they get shipments in all the time, but they could be in between shipments from customs. So make sure that the items that you want to buy are in stock so you can be honest with the people of how long it's going to take. So like if and talk to Kevin or whoever on the phone or whatever it may be, but make sure like it takes a while to get vending machines. So like our full line stuff, it can take 3 to 4 weeks before you're going to see those machines. And the way that full line worked, because we ordered all new machines in the beginning, like depending on what like the way they made the machines, which we didn't even realize how that worked, but they'll run a certain series down the assembly line and they'll make like a couple hundred of a certain machine, and then they go and they make a couple hundred of the next machine, and then they'll make a couple hundred of the machine after that. So the machine that you may be wanting, let's say it's the executive model 40, whatever it is, that could be 2 to 3 months down the line before they're even making those machines. So make sure that they either have them in stock or that when they're going to be coming out, because we ended up having to buy like a lesser machine than what we wanted to buy in order to get one of our locations filled, because we promised them a couple weeks, 3 weeks I think was what we told them, and it was going to be 3 months. So we learned the hard way that we ended up having to buy a cheaper machine, which it worked out, but it was smaller, it wasn't as cool, and it wasn't as fancy. So make sure that whatever you're going to buy for that location, that you do your research before you go out and know how long you're looking to get those machines, so you're not under promising, and you know what I mean, you want to under promise and over deliver, if that makes sense. So
And that's exactly why I'm a machine before the location kind of guy.
yeah,
And
and that's
it's funny.
yeah.
So there was somebody on Facebook this week, in one of the groups. I can't remember which one, but they were complaining because they were seeing delay after delay, and their location was getting upset. And I get it, but my best advice, because that's kind of what I'm going through right now too. My location wanted the machines there like January 1st, and so today they're messaging me like, well, what's our date? And I'm like, I don't have it yet. I'm working with I'm working with everyone. As soon as I have it, I'll let you know. And so ultimately, I don't know if, we talked about this in some of my other videos or other streams. Ultimately, I lost the barbershop location. Did you guys know that? I
No.
lost the
you-
barbershop.
I know you were going. Something happened
Yeah.
with it. They were doing a remodel or something.
So
right?
they're moving locations.
Oh, that's what it was.
So they had to be out of their location by December 31st.
And I remember you
So-
saying you thought you maybe could get back in there when they relocated.
Yeah. So once they get their new location set up, they're going to reevaluate and see if they have
that's
room for a vending machine. If they do, they're supposed to call me back. Unless they do it themselves, who knows? I don't know. Those darn YouTubers showing them how much money they make, right?
You know what's stupid is that they should get rid of those stupid arcade games that are in there that don't
Right?
work and put in
Right.
a nice.
But
Anyway, sorry.
so I've got that combo machine back here at the shop right now, and I'm actually coordinating with a moving company to get that machine to this location until those new machines show up. So that way they at least have something, because this location, I guess, I'm like the third vendor they've worked with, and both the other vendors previously to me have promised. Then the day before the machines, both times were supposed to arrive, told this location, we can't do it. So
You don't want to be that guy again.
so
yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. So I've been completely transparent with them, ensuring
Yeah.
that they always know where I'm at, what I'm doing, how things are going, what's the latest update, because I don't, they're already frustrated, and I don't want to cause any more animosity for them. So transparency.
So there's
is the best
two
thing.
different views for you guys. So you can be I have the machines and now I go find locations guy. Or you can be like, in the beginning, we didn't have the money to buy machines until we had locations. So
Yeah.
for us, starting out, it was hard to have the capital to buy the machines. And so until we got going, then it made sense. We can pay these off in 2 or 3 months or 4 months. So, that's how fast the return on investment was. So we're like, now it makes sense. But in the beginning, when you're starting, you don't really know. Full line is not that way. Full line is a $5,000 vending machine, takes a long time to pay off. So that's something either you need to get on a payment plan with the vending machine, or you got to pay that out, and then you got to make up that $5,000 before you're actually in the positive. So that's something you really got to consider is what type of location do you have? And for us in the beginning, it made way more sense, or a lot more sense, to pay $150 a month, get a machine from them brand new, shipped to a location once we had the location. But now, we have claw machines and stuff. We order them continually, so we always have stuff in stock. So now it makes sense. But back then, for us getting started, it didn't make sense, and we didn't have the capital. So we had to start with going to companies like Candy Machines and getting financing and that kind of stuff to get started. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you have to get started, you'll be fine. If you find a good location, you'll pay off your machine really quickly, and then you can get in another set and get started again. And then you can start buying machines like David, where you're ordering Mega Minis from China and you're ordering 10 at a time because you have the capital. But you got to get to that point where some people have to start out with the monthly payments to get a machine, get it to you, get started making money, then put that money away and start building up a little bit of capital, and then you can order the machines that you want at 10 at a time. Then it makes sense. So don't feel like you're behind the 8 ball, you're not as good as somebody else. Everybody has to start out somewhere, and we started out there just like you guys are, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you will get to the point where you will make money, but it takes a while to get there. So don't stress. And it seems like it's daunting, but it's not. So anyways, that's
For real. I'm in year 5 of my vending business. I'm just this past year started buying new machines. I've gone all used machines, all secondhand, all off Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, auctions, wherever I could get them. So do what you got to do to make it work.
You guys. Two of our locations, we've got arcade games. And do you think that I would love to go, when we go to MBVA and we go to IAPA and we see these $20,000, what's the name of that game that Natalie loves so much?
Asphalt 9.
Asphalt 9.
Such a
that
great
game, she's in love with the game, but that's a $20,000 racer that runs on 220 volts or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, or a brand new ski ball. It's like she loves ski ball. Like those are the things that like we'd love to buy new, but we just can't afford them. So we're buying used stuff and then buying parts to fix them because we're not at that level yet. So everybody's got to start out somewhere. David, question for you since you're here. You ready?
Yes. Extreme vending. In one of your earlier videos, you mentioned some of the listeners don't like YouTubers that claim like how much money is Disneyland making.
I
Do
can
you
barely
feel?
hear you.
Oh, do you feel like they
There you
are
go.
out of touch? Like, well, I think some of the people said that we were lying about what we were making and that we're staging our money, and
Disneyland.
they mentioned that you can't make that kind of money even at Disneyland. You couldn't make that kind of money, and it was easily disproven by many other YouTubers and other people in the community. It was easy to disprove with the Nyax sales, of course. Thank goodness Nyax came around at that time when those claims were made, so I could show numbers. But that's just basically what happened, and you know what? It's going to be fun because now I have locations that make 2 Disneylands in a week. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah,
I really feel like, that we keep talking about this person all the time, but there are people like that when you guys go to MBVA and they've been doing this a long time. They're the old school people that they don't understand when you have the right formula. When you're a David and you figure this out. It took David 3.5 years now, right?
I've been doing this for 4 years.
4 years. I'm sorry, David.
Yeah, I'm
4
4 years into this.
years. So this is not yesterday. This is not 6 months. This is 4 years on his own without anybody that done it before him. He went out and bought these little mini claw machines that were the basic OG standard minis back in the day. Picked his own prizes, picked how he wanted to do stuff. He was the first one to go to like $1. Like I was running mine at 50 cents and he used to yell at me. This is a guy that found the formula that works. And I think that these people don't have any idea that when you find the right formula and take a lot of time and pride in these mini claw machines, that you can do really well. And they have no idea of the potential that you can take a small machine that could fit almost anywhere and put it in almost any location and do really well as long as you have the right formula. And I think that if you guys really want to know, go back to his channel and watch David from the beginning, start to finish, and you'll start to see his progression of where he's at now and why it works, because he learned and he did it on his own. He didn't copy anybody else. He didn't take anybody else's ideas. He basically learned the hard way of what worked and what didn't work, and he was the first one to do it. And there's a reason that Extreme Vending and David is Extreme Vending, because he's the one that started it all with the OG minis, and that's why we're all here today with our mini machines, because of what he's created. And everything we learned from David. So
Oh, you're so
kudos to
sweet,
you,
Ron.
man. I
Good,
got to
thank
tell
For
you.
you.
sure. For sure.
Well, I mean, it was definitely a learning experience. I remember the first DBA. There was no instructions, and it wouldn't count $1 as a quarter credit, one credit, and I didn't know what to do. I never had a vending machine like this before, and it was all it was a learning experience. And the first time the older models, it would if it hit data or reset the data clear, it would automatically go to Chinese and completely reset the machine. Now if you
Been
do
there,
it,
done that. Been
yeah,
there,
if you do
done that.
reset now, it knows the default in English. So thank goodness it's not like that. Oh my gosh, the first time I did
But
it.
that's the stuff I'm talking about. And the
Yeah,
fact that, you used to get so much like hateful like comments and stuff on your videos and like Facebook posts and stuff with people like just bashing you about what you're doing, not knowing that you were doing what you were doing and doing well at it, and not realizing that they could have learned from you versus bagging on you, and they could have done really well. And I think that for the longest time, like now people are starting to realize that because of David, like this whole mini claw machine, this whole fad of what they are is
Yeah.
not a fad. Like it's going to continue on forever, because there's not many machines you can take and put into almost any location and make $300 to $400 a week if you have the right formula, and there's places all over the place, and because they're small, they work, and it's because of you. So
I appreciate
amazing.
that. Well, I do
For
owe
sure.
a lot, and we got 2 super chats. I see that.
Oh, sorry.
I just want to thank everyone, like, because honestly, there was a lot of people that called me a liar and stage it all, and we had
Oh,
Matt here in the beginning helping me out, and I met you, Jonathan, and just the Discord really been supportive, and we were able to easily combine together and fight that hate. So
because you are a genuine person,
For sure. For sure.
and I think
Absolutely.
that that's what people believe in is you, and the fact that you're probably one of the most, well, I think you're probably the most honest person that I've ever met in my entire life, and that you don't steer anybody wrong, and you're honest about everything that you do, and it works. And if people follow what you're showing them, they can do well also, and you only want to help people, and there's not many people in this world that are like that. So I got to tell you that I appreciate every moment that I talk to you and spend with you, because
For sure.
it's very rare in this world to meet people like you that care about other people and are willing to show them the path that you've worked so hard to get to, and and you don't want anything from anybody, you just want to share that, which is awesome.
I
So
appreciate it, man.
yeah.
Like you guys are, I feel the same about you both. Like you guys are both. Like it's funny because the YouTubers, you get a YouTuber, you think okay, they're full of themselves or whatever. The YouTuber are the most humbling people I've ever met. They're so cool. We have like people. I'm sorry, Team Brown wants to read.
Well, I think it's about helping people.
I can take it. Are you talking about the super chat? I can take that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Dean Brown with a $2 super chat says, "Love the Gamer Quest you just got. It looks amazing."
Yeah, it does.
It certainly
Yeah.
does.
I love it. I haven't even got to play with it yet because I got it yesterday. Drove to show alone, and that's why I'm so late.
Well, we can't wait to see more of that
Me
machine.
too.
Yeah,
I
that
can't wait
machine's
to play
awesome.
with it. I love it. A new favorite.
Next super chat coming in from, who's it from? It's from,
720.
can we
720.
put it up on the screen? I think John.
Oh, I thought I did.
Now. No,
Sorry.
it's not up there. There it is. 720 vending, $5 super chat says 9 years in, and if it wasn't for the three of you, I wouldn't be
Aw.
adding claw machines.
Oh,
Guy, it's going to change your life, man. It really is. gonna
and
change
you
your
know
life.
what? I got to meet 720 in person, and he is so awesome. Both him and
Yeah.
Anime Drink met up with me in Denver. They were lifesavers, and I love hanging out with them. They are truly like in person. Oh, and 720 vending, his eyes, they're like pure blue. Like I was like looking at them. I'm like, I'm not like that into guys or anything, but I couldn't stop at that. I was like, oh my gosh,
Well, I think we're going to get to hang out with 720 in Las Vegas.
you
So
guys
that's
gonna
pretty
notice
cool.
his eyes.
Brawlicon says Extreme Vending, Galaxy Games, and Howard Hospitality. I do have a question. Have any one of you guys tried landing a location at an airport?
Not
Yes.
us.
Not. No.
You
Um,
haven't? Oh,
No, Sacramento is our closest airport. It's about an hour away.
I
So
thought you had like a little airport nearby because you couldn't.
yeah,
fly your
we have
drone.
a restaurant right next to an airport that's north, near Redding, California, and it does very well. But I asked one of the people at the Sacramento airport, and because I was wondering about Full Line when we first got started, and I took a flight. It was actually we went to Vegas that first time, and I asked him. I said, "Who does your vending machines like in the airport?" And the guy, because it was one of the the flight authority guys or what,
Sure,
I don't know.
yeah.
And he goes, "We do it." He goes, "We do it in house." And I said, "Oh, you don't hire?" He goes, "No." He goes, "It's all." He goes, "We used to hire out a company, and then he goes, now we do it." And the Sacramento International Airport, whatever, like they do their own vending. So I think it's depends on the airport. But I never asked about claw machines just because I just never have. But with the vending, I did ask, and they were like, "No, I guess they used to." He said they had like it was like a contract thing every so many years where they would do, people would
That's
bid on
exactly what I would expect. That's why
yeah,
I've
they
never
bid
even
on a
tried.
contract, and he goes, finally, he said people weren't following the contract, so we just do it in house. And he goes, we have a huge warehouse that has all the drinks and whatever. And he goes, it's in correlation with Pepsi, I guess, somehow that they
Plus,
do.
too, every airport I've ever been to, I feel like you have some really specialty vending machines, and that's just not what I'm looking to get into.
Yeah,
all,
they
you
do
know what I
have
mean?
those. They did, and that I didn't even think about looking at those. I've seen when I walked by them because they had like eyelash ones and
Yeah.
like phone charger ones and stuff. So I don't know if they do those also. But I only asked him about the drinks and snacks.
So like on my trip to and from Vegas, like I did a bunch of vending machine shorts from the airports, and like one was a cupcake vending machine, one was there was a Build-A-Bear vending machine. I did a Lego vending
nice.
machine. Like there was all kinds of these specialty vending machines, and I was just like, I am not interested in straying away and having more inventory and more craziness to deal with. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay away from the airport for the time being. Maybe someday, but not right now.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi,
Yeah, I saw
wax
that.
on,
That
wax
made me laugh. I was thinking that too, like wax on, wax on.
Yes,
Ah!
yes.
And
All right, we are in the last 10 minutes of the stream. Do we want to talk about the
David,
giveaway
you want to
one
do
more
the
time?
giveaway?
Oh yeah,
I think-
definitely.
yeah,
I'd be
David
honored
wants to do
to.
the giveaway.
This is one that I really like. I keep saying that, but like this giveaway, man, I really want to be a part of it. I don't know if you saw my comments, but I was like, in the chat, I was like, oh, I'm just a viewer this time, so I can enter into this giveaway, whatnot.
Yes.
So, anyways, all right, let's talk about the free spin, guys. You know it. I love this machine. This machine is fully kitted and loaded. This machine is going to be given away live at MVBA. And I hope you guys attend MVBA with us in the convention. That'd be so cool to hang around each other, get a very large picture of the whole community for this year. If you guys want to be a part of that, you get your face on the Discord. That'd be wonderful. But CandyMachines.com is offering a free spin. This is the new style, the new and like the cool when Keymasters came out and how they just make gold for everyone. I feel like this is going to be something similar. The free spin spins around in a disc. You have 3 special prizes, 37 minor prizes, and you hit the button and you time it just right, and bam, it drops the prize. It's super cool. And so, anyways, the free spin is being given away. It's going to be fully loaded with a bill acceptor and also a NIAX reader on there as well. Just enter in the Discord. And hey, if you don't win the free spin, there's a secondary prize. And we saw, I don't know if you guys mentioned it or not, but Matt's last week video, earlier this week's video, when he collected from his capsule card machine from CandyMachines.com. This machine did so well. The sales were insane. He had the Disney cards on one side and the Pokemon on the other, and of course the Pokeballs. And it was fun to see that front camera that he did on filling up the Pokeballs there. But two great prizes, man. 2 amazing winners. Even if you win that one, it's going to be fully kitted as well. That's a huge prize of it. We're doing this together with CandyMachines.com, Quick Play, the Howard Hospitality Group, and Gallus Games 843, and myself. So, enter.
Even just
Win.
one of these would be amazing. And the
I mean,
fact
they're
we're
both
giving away-
great. They're both great machines. Let's get it right. They're both amazing machines. I've bought one, and I'm probably going to end up buying the other one too.
Yeah, I just like honestly like when they mentioned because I did for you guys that are watching this, I didn't know about this giveaway until like pretty much the day of. Like that was the first reveal, and I couldn't believe there's 2 items there, and that's why I'm saying like, dude, man, I want to be entered in these giveaways. So instead of presenting.
All right, we got another super chat from Dean Brown. You want to go and pull that up? It's a $5 super chat. He wants to know, how do you guys handle local competition? I came across a gentleman in my area running machines. Do you guys befriend your local competition? So, funny story. I'll kick it off. So, I am kind of friends with my local competition. As a matter of fact, when I go to a location that his machines are at, I'll send him an update. I'll be like, hey man, your claw machine at the Mexican restaurant's low. You better come fill it up. Like just things like that. So we're cool. Yeah, we're totally cool.
David, you want to talk about it?
So yeah, I actually made my own competition, honestly. I mean, Krabby Claw's my competition. There's this guy named Thomas, he's my competition. Delwig's my competition. There's a couple other people that I brought in. I think they're starting to get some new people out there. But I usually welcome the competition because we have a set like standard, kind of like the Pirates Code. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, but we don't cross paths.
Some people
lately
follow the code.
Yeah,
But as
lately I've had
you
a
found out
couple,
today,
yeah.
they don't always follow the code like they're supposed
Yeah,
to.
yeah. So they're
Yeah.
supposed to
Yeah.
follow the code, but things happen, and so like, okay, well, if you're gonna try to be that way, I guess you got to battle it out a bit. It's unfortunate. I do have a location that one day I walked in, and it's really kind of funny. Like one day I walked in, and there's another mini in there. I'm like, okay, I'm upgrading this location, and so I got permission. Next day I come in, and with my gamer mini, I upgraded. And then, of course, I did like $250 in sales, and the guy probably I saw like one or two toys missing on his. So, and it's been doing that like every single day, like $100 or $50 here. It's just that gamer mini is just insane,
Impossible.
impossible, right? I know.
Impossible.
So it's just funny. So things happen, and as long as the owners usually when an owner was another vendor in there, it's because they're just trying to be nice and understand. Like, don't get mad at the owner ever. Like, you gotta realize that he's just trying to help someone else in need who's probably young and whatnot. And so you just gotta have the better stuff, I guess. And it's not a bad thing to always have competition in the same location as you. Uh, for example, there's two minis. And to me, it's just like another way of looking at advertisement. There's two minis there. Mine's the better looking one with the better plush, and he's drawing more attention towards my machine too. So that's how I look at it.
So I got two things to say. Actually, three things to say.
We've only got
First-
5 minutes. Remember.
Okay, I got 5 minutes. You ready? First thing I say is that do not ever, and I mean ever, bash your competition in the marketplace. So if you are seeing online advertising, whether it's Yelp or Google, reviews or whatever it is, do not go in there and talk bad about your competition. Whatever you do, they will be able to trace that back to you, and they'll find out that you're the one talking smack about their locations. So whatever you do not do that. Secondly, whatever you do, make sure that you become friends with your competition. So if I find out, like we've got actually 3 people in the Discord, and we live in the middle of nowhere, you guys, in Northern California, and there's nobody around us, but I've got 3 people in the Discord that are right near us. First thing you do is become friends with those people. Talk to them on a weekly basis and explain what's going on and share what you guys are doing. So, like, for example, you don't go into a location all the time and then find out right away. Sometimes it's the following week, 2 weeks later, a month later. You don't want the competition going to those locations and talking to them after you've already talked to them. So share who you're talking to and what's going on and where you're going, because I have to do that all the time with our location in the area. Thirdly, make sure that you guys are always keeping up on your machines, taking care of your machines, and that they look better than everybody else's machines. That you're always keeping the best stuff in them, that you're always full, and that they always look good. And do not ever bash on anybody else. Take care of your locations. If you take care of your locations and they're always full, no matter who goes in there, they will not switch locations on you or switch vendors on you. I don't care what anybody says, but if you're doing the job right and they don't have to worry about the thing breaking down or problems, or if they call you there the next hour or the next day, they will keep you. They do not want to start another relationship with somebody and put them in a location where they have to start all over again. The last thing they want to do is deal with the machine or problems. So take care of your machines and your locations. That's all I got to say. Those are my 3 things. So
Right on, right on.
yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your time with us every week, joining us to listen to us ramble about vending businesses and stuff like that. So we appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us.
Thanks for joining us, David.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
glad
for
to see
joining
Yeah, I
David.
thought I could come on the last half hour, but it was a long day. I got a big bag to sort through, so.
There you go. There you go. Well, anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Hopefully you guys have got some goals set for yourself as to what you want to do, what you want to focus on, what you want to do to get better. Join us in the Discord. Share your thoughts. Share your goals in there. Let's talk about it. Let's all work to motivate each other. Plan to try to join us in Vegas, too, for the NBVA. Going to be a good time. Going to be a lot of great people there. Lots of good information. Lots of fun. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
No, man. Let's kick off an awesome 2024. Make sure you tell everybody about the Discord. Share everything that you're doing. Lots of videos. Make sure that you share other people in the YouTube like realm or whatever, and like any ideas that you guys get from people, share those and tell them where you got them, and make sure that everybody gets credit for everything they do, because we're all
For sure.
working together. So awesome.
Let's start an arcade together, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool. Love you guys.
All right, guys. Again, thanks so much
Sorry
for
about
watching.
my voice.
Yeah, thanks for putting up with Jonathan's voice.
Sorry.
I know. I've heard this call a few times. So.
It's all good. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks again.
Oh, yeah, vote on the
Bye.
Discord.
Have a
Don't
good
forget to
night.
vote.